Good morning. Good morning. Today is March 28th. Looking at the overall economical calendar, we have wholesale inventories, retail inventories as well. Um, a Fed speaker at 10 a.m. Tomorrow, we have another Fed speaker at 10 a.m. pending home sales. Thursday, we have jobless numbers as well. And then we have two Fed speakers around 12 o'clock Eastern. And then Friday, we have PCE. We have some Fed speakers as well. So make sure you guys are very much attend to what's going on in the overall market. Make sure you guys check out this economical calendar before you guys jump into any trade. Sometimes news can affect the overall trade. First things first, we're going to start off with BABA. This is one of the top movers from yesterday. You can see that yesterday it was basically trading. If you look at the 27th, we were trading at 86, went to 95. This is the 20-day 1 hour. You can see that we're extremely overbought over here. So that means it's more likely to go down. So definitely want to be cautious with any long positions. Definitely, I wouldn't look at any long positions, but if you want to enter in early, you could get in from 93 down towards 91. The break of 91, you guys know I always like the break of the EMA, this blue line right here. So break of 91, then we could start going to 87. There's more possibility for downside than upside. One thing is when you're looking at the RSI, which to me is probably the most important indicator, right? So when you're looking at the RSI and it's still red, it can continue to go up, right? As long as it's in the red zone. As soon as it starts to come out of this red zone and into this little bracket over here, then it can start possibly pulling back. So make sure you guys wait for confirmation. And that's why I always like the second confirmation. This is always my first confirmation. Second confirmation is going to be the break of the EMA, right? So that's why I'm looking for a break of 91, and then we can start going to 87. And if I'm looking at another stock, make sure you set your alerts so you guys are aware of what's going on and it pops up in the message box during the trading day. So that's it for BABA. Next one we're going to talk about is Tesla. We're going to jump over towards the 1 year so you guys can get the overall big picture of Tesla. I think we spoke about it. Tesla basically is making higher lows, right? And you can see that even till today, making higher lows. Right now, it has a strong resistance at 201, and it has the SMA in which it rejected before to around 214. So Tesla overall was looking bullish, but she is basically trending sideways right now, meaning that for a while she's been basically not increasing or decreasing drastically in price, right? So this is a 1 year, 1 day. So each one of these candles is 1 day of information. And you guys could see from the 21st and now we're at the 28th that we basically just been going sideways on Tesla. So something's going to happen. It's either she's going to break out to the top or break out to the bottom, right? Major breakout is going to be the break of 187 down towards 176, or that break of 200 up towards 215, right? So those are going to be major moves. But if you guys are looking for a quick day trade today, overall, Tesla is caught between some crossroads right now. MACD is crossed down on the 180-day. RSI has opportunity to do both, right? So when I'm looking at the RSI, right, most important indicator, it's letting me know, hey, how much room does the stock have to do either or, right? Right now it's in the middle, so it has the possibility to go up or down at this point, right? If it was all the way up here, then I'll only look for shorts. If it was down here, then I'll look for longs, right? But other than that, what's the chart telling me, right? We are basically right below that SMA. That SMA can act as resistance. These are 4-hour candles. We have one candle rejecting this SMA, two candles, three candles, four candles, five candles, six candles. But it looks like it's having a hard time getting above this 193. So in order to be cautious, I don't want to just get long the moment it breaks this 193 zone. I want to wait for it to break 195, 195, right? Was a previous resistance as well. So get it from 195, and then she could possibly gap back up towards 200. So watch out for that. Now to the downside, right? Let's say she keeps on rejecting this SMA over here, which she has done multiple times in the past, and you can see these candles are starting to get a lot smaller, right? So she could easily flip, especially with the MACD crossed down in the bearish position. This blue line is crossed down over the trigger line. So we could basically have an overall pullback on Tesla. So make sure you guys are cautious and watch for the break below at least 191. and then she could start basically pulling down towards 190, maybe even getting down towards 188. 188, this is a solid orange line on my charts because that's the way I have it, but also this is representing the 1-year EMA line, right? Just like this line right here is a major trend change on for a day trade, that 1-year EMA line is a major trend change for long term, right? So it's still above it right now. As long as we stay above it, Tesla could possibly bounce off of this 1-year EMA over here, the solid orange line, which is why I put to represent this blue line. So because I won't be able to see it on the smaller charts. So we could still bounce off this area and pop and go up crazy. But if we start to break and hold below it, you guys can see what could possibly happen. Now let's jump down towards the 20-day. 20-day looks like it wants to cross down, hasn't crossed down yet. So I'll still watch the same numbers in order to find some type of trade for this stock. So watch for that 95 break towards 200, and then watch for that 191 down towards 187. So watch out for that. Next stock we're going to talk about is SPY. So let's give it the same treatment that we gave Tesla, looking at the 1 year. Now, SPY is basically trading all over the place right now, right? You can see that SPY basically is making higher lows. If you look at it, this is the 1 year, 1 day, right? So long term, it's making higher lows. MACD is actually crossed up, right? So SPY is basically quote unquote bullish, right? If we're looking at this chart, right? How do we know it's bullish? Right, we see that the RSI has opportunity to go up, to be more overbought, has opportunity to go down, right? So our RSI is basically in the middle. So that's basically, it's neutral, right? So next thing we want to see is where is it the candlesticks trading, right? Are they trading above or below the EMA line? The EMA line is this blue line that's following the candles, right? So right now, we're trading above the EMA line. So that's a second bullish sign. MACD's crossed up, RSI is basically neutral. So this is 3 bullish signs right here. Does that mean that we're going to continue to run for the moon? That's not how things work. Sometimes the smaller charts can get more overbought and cause a possible pullback, right? And then you can see even in the most bullish of markets, we always have pullbacks to retest the EMA line, right? We pushed up. This is 1 day of price action pushing up, right? And then everybody's like, hey, the market's going up. Next day, hey, the market's pulling back. Hey, the market's going up, going up, going up. Oh my God, we're pulling back. But it's still respecting that trend line to some extent, right? So let's drop down towards the smaller charts. So long term, SPY could be bullish. Short term, MACD's crossed down, RSI's over here in the middle. So we could possibly pull back. So watch out for that. Watch for the break of 396, and we could start going 397 on SPY. To the downside, we want to watch for the break of the EMA over here. The EMA can act as support at 394. Watch for the break of 394. Then we can start going to 391, which was a previous support. Hopefully you guys learned a lot today. MACD's crossed down. Overall, I do think it could be bearish, but we got to be cautious of that 1 year EMA. That's going to be it. Hopefully you guys have a green trading day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.